Going on, everybody? Hey, listen, I really want to do this video to show people who are watching this video how you can pass a prop firm trading challenge by consistently being profitable. Okay. I know some people want to rush their challenge. I know some people want to pass it in one day. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's something about trading patiently, not rushing anything, allowing the markets to do what it needs to do so the markets can set up perfectly for your setup. So I think it's very important and crucial, number one, that we understand that when you're trading prop firms, okay, especially for you guys who are doing well in demo, but for some reason you just cannot pass a trading challenge from a prop firm, you need to be patient, okay? And this is how I pass my funded accounts consistently, okay? So I want to show you guys the strategy. As some of you guys do not know, I like to trade supply and demand, okay? I've learned this supply and demand strategy from Dual Exchange, and I believe that has been very effective for me personally and has really gotten me to another level of trading. And I promise you, it's the best strategy, in my opinion, that has for sure helped me gain profits in the long run. Okay, so every day we're making profits. Sometimes you're going to have losers, but most of the times, to be honest, I'm having winners because I'm in and out. Right. So I'm gonna show you this trading strategy that we do. So you can see right here, I'm gonna go ahead and back this up. You can see that the market is in a complete uptrend, right? So what we do is we look at the 1 hour time frame. I'm not going to do that right now because it's going to, mess up my replay mode. And you could tell that the market is right now just downtrending a little bit because it's coming from a pullback from this shoot up right here, right? Now, sometimes, the market might come to a certain level of high and then it might reverse, right? It can also come to this level of high over here and might reverse. Okay. So for people who want to take, these trades, for those who trade M's and W's, for those who trade you could say head and shoulders pattern right here. Then of course, that's good for you. You can definitely trade, the M right here, and that's totally fine. I like to just trade with the trend. So what I do is I wait for a certain structure to be broken. Okay. So obviously, of course, this is London session right here, but I usually trade New York session, and I'm just going to show you how I usually do it. So let's go ahead and just fast forward to New York session. If not, we can just do this then. And that's totally fine. I can show you a picture of London as well. All right, so you can see that the market is uptrending, okay? So what we look for first is this high. This high has been broken, all right? And when this high is broken, we need to understand that the market wants to climb after a high is broken. Now, sometimes the market might break and then it might come completely down, right? It may have gone to get a liquidity grab and then go in the opposite direction. What I'm going to teach you is when the market breaks a high or a low, pay attention to two things, supply and demand, okay? It's telling you where the market is telling you where exactly where it wants to go, okay? I usually aim for a 1-to-1 and sometimes 1-to-2s, 1-to-3s, depending on how I feel, but I'm in 10 pip stop loss, 10 pip gain, okay? And if you consistently just build that up, you never know. You can have 10 wins in a row, 2 losses, and you still come out with 8 wins. So this is why I'm saying scalping is very easy for me because I'm gaining profits really quick. I'm in and out and I'm making my bread. Plus, if you have a big account, you can up and up in your lot size and you can definitely get in and out and make your bread. Okay. So we see this breakup structure. It broke this high. So what I'm looking for now is a demand zone, and this is demand zone on an uptrend. Okay, so this is demand zone. We look for the market to come back to retest. okay? This is, you can say an order block, but I'm gonna call it a demand zone, okay? I don't really like using, order blocks so much anymore just because that's mainly like a ICT concept. They say it's another concept from, other gurus as well, but hey, listen, I'm just here to do my job, get my bread and get up out of here. All right. So this is what I call a demand zone. So what we want to see is after the break of structure, right? The market is broke up to this high. We want to see a complete return to the demand zone all the way back up. Okay. So this is how I enter in the markets. All right. So sometimes the market might look like, oh, it might look like it wants to pass the zone, right? What I do is I'll be patient and just wait. You can wait for the candles to break this, or you can just wait to respect it. Lately, if it starts rejecting and it's respecting, I usually just get right in. But right now, we're not going to focus on aggressive entries. Let's just focus on conservative entries. All right. You see, rejection, boom. So I'm already in. My entry is right here. You see my stop loss right below this candle. My 1-to-1 literally right here. You could aim right here, but I'm just gonna do a 1-to-1. I'm gonna show you how I do it, guys. All right. All right. So that's easy said, easy enough to do. So you could have I'm not sure how high I went, but definitely it did not hold that long. But it did go for a 1-to-5, but my take profit was easily hit. Right now, if you do this consistently, I do it Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays and Fridays. Sometimes I do trade Wednesdays, but not a lot because for some reason, man, and Doyle is so right. Every time I trade a Wednesday, it's just not, the market doesn't move the way I want to, right? So if you do this 4 days a week and you're profiting and winning 10 pips 4 days a week, just think about how much you can make in a month. And a lot of people don't think about that. So a lot of people try to catch these high, winning trades, these 100 pip moves, 50 pip moves. I'm telling you, the market, unless you trade in GJ and gold, the market is not going to move that fast, even that every day. And even if you trade in GJ and gold, sometimes the market is not going to move the way you want it to move. Okay. All right, let's look for another setup. Okay. All right. All right. I do see a couple. I see one good one over here. All right, so that's so sometimes what we have to realize is you have to be patient in the market, because if you're not patient when it comes to these strategies, the market would for sure get you, right? And I think a lot of times we're not patient, and so we just we're so ready to get in the market. Let the market set up what it needs to set up. Okay. So here's a good example. All right. So we have, consolidation like this. This is London, guys. I trade New York session, but I just want to give you one more last example before I get off here. All right. So we have highs broken right here, but here's another high as well. It could be broken, right? Obviously, I've seen it. So here's a high broken, right? And when you seen this high broken, now originally this high was broken right here, right? So you could have had your other, your first demand zone right here, right? This is your first demand zone, but because we're focused on this one, we're gonna focus on this one more, just because I see how the setup's gonna play out. However, I don't know exactly where it came into retest, so I'm assuming I saw it retest right here, but this is a perfect example. Breaks this high, what do? We create a demand zone, right? This is your demand zone right here, right? What we want the market to come back to retest this demand zone. Now, the question is, what happens if it doesn't return? Okay, you leave it alone, you call it a day, you either find another setup, or you wait for another opportunity, or you just call it a day. And some people aren't patient enough to do that. And if you're not patient enough to do that, I'm telling you, you're going to be giving your money away all the time. I remember that I took two setups in just 1 week, and I won, no, three setups in 1 week. And I was 3-0, and there was 2 days I didn't trade because none of my setups was coming back. Didn't force anything. I saved my money. All right. So learn how to be disciplined and wait for your setup. All right. So everything comes back. All right. You come back. Now sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll create another demand zone. Respect that one first before coming down here. You know, you just have to take your. You really just have to take your. You just have to take, a chance. Like, of course, it came to this demand zone right here. This one was a more weaker demand zone, so you would have definitely got your 101 right here. But like I said, again, that's not the one I'm looking at right now. All right. All right. All right. You see how touches the demand zone. Boom. Rejection. Bam. So your entry would have been right here. Put your stop loss 10 pips below, in my opinion. Some could put it just right here, all right, which is 5 pip stop loss. You can if you want to. Boom. Take profit, easily hit. So even you didn't even have to have a 10 pip stop loss. Your stop loss can literally be right underneath this candle. You have 4.5 pips. And once your TP hit, I mean, that's easy said and done. Or this high right here, a 1 to 2, almost a 1 to 3. So I just want to give this example. If you do this every single time, it's okay. You can actually, here's how you can do it. If you win 10 pips, right? 1% on your account, and the next day you win another 1%. Hey, now you have 2% up. Now, if you're doing, that this is a high win rate strategy, now you can risk, 1.5%, right? And if you lose, you'll still be up in profit, right? But if you win, boom, you're up now 3.5%. Now you can risk 2% your next trade. And even if you lose, you're still up 1%. So it's all about compounding, guys. I understand when, I know you want to swing trade, and that's totally fine. But if you're struggling, if you're really struggling to, pass prop firms, I promise you, in my opinion, this is the way I have consistent. Listen, by doing these one-on-ones like this, and the way I just showed you that can do it, by increasing your lot size after the fact that you're winning, right? Of course, you have to be winning, or just even having a normal lot size. It literally took me 2 weeks to pass this challenge, just by doing the one-on-ones. Sometimes I hold it from 1 to 2, 1 to 3, depending on where I see. Like I don't always just go to 1-1. Sometimes I go to the highs. That's 1 to 2, and just keep going, right? And just build and compound. Because listen, guys, when you get a live account, then you'll understand that it's not all about trying to get the most profits as much as possible, because we know the market's not always going to give us that. The market is going to give us 10 pips more than likely. The market is more than likely to give you 10 pips than it is to get you 50 pips a day. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. Like and subscribe if you like this video. Definitely, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. If you are looking at this video from a YouTube standpoint, I hope that you guys will definitely join the Discord. I have it down in the description. And I hope that whatever questions you might have, I'll be able to answer them and assist you best way I can. You guys all have a blessed day. Peace.